with the locked hands.
Certainly, and I'm sure that the NC State coaches are kind of kicking themselves a little bit, not being able to challenge because they had already used the challenge during that match of maybe getting the reversal. But either way, we're up at 174 and up a couple weights. Hayden Hidlay, four-time All-American for NC State.
First in program history.
Looking for a fifth. And as we said, he's up from 157. Had probably one of the more controversial NCAA matches of late when he nearly had that takedown on Jason Nall. People still debate that one to this day. Was it a takedown? Wasn't it a takedown? Who knows? I'm sure anyone that's a Hayden Hidlay fan is saying, you know, it was a takedown here as Hidlay scores the first takedown of the match. And one of the things about Hidlay is that underhook. Everyone knew about that underhook. He decimated the field with it coming in as a freshman. And, you know, then he was kind of forced to open up his offense. As we've seen, you know, scoring that takedown with a shot from space, and now he's going to work on top.
He's going up against Nate Dugan. Dugan, 2-2, gets the escape. So his first point, 9-10 in his career for Princeton. And obviously a tall task, Hidlay moving up those 2 weight classes, 5th overall. But you see how he's built. He seems like someone who's very comfortable moving up about, 16 to 18 pounds.
Yeah, Hidlay is, you know, like, as we said, 4-time All-American. You know, the COVID year where COVID canceled NCAAs was named an All-American, but he's got a 5th, a 4th, and a 2nd place in there at NCAAs. But he's completely filled out this 174-pound weight class very nicely and looks just as strong as ever, probably a lot stronger as he's going head in the hole and running around here and maybe looking for a cradle, but going to come up with 2 points on the takedown. But no stranger to the toughest battles is Hidlay, as he's had some freestyle success as well. But like I said, that match with Jason Nall, I'm sure, is the one that kind of haunts him still a little bit and really fuels him. And you know, when he made the announcement that he was going to be coming back, you know that it's losses like that and then, you know, losses like he took to David Carr last year are the ones that are driving him this year as he's up at 174 with a 4-1 lead and with just coming down to 30 seconds left here in the first.
Well, if you're Dugan here, obviously already seeing about a minute of run time, but what are some of the adjustments you're going to have to make on a fly against someone as elite as Hayden Hidlay?
That's a tough call because it's basically you got to dictate. And that's going to be really hard to do up against Hayden Hidlay. There's not too many guys that are able to dictate matches up against a guy such as Hayden Hidlay. You know, I mentioned it. We saw David Carr do a very good job against Hidlay last year at NCAAs and was able to do what he needed to do to get that win. But, you know, if you're Dugan here, you got to weather the storm. But the storm never stops. You know, it just continues to rain on you the entire time. And as you see him putting a ton of pressure on top with this tight waist and reaching for a half here is Hayden Hidlay.
10 seconds.
So for Dugan, you got to make the little adjustments. And you just got to go out there and, you know, throw caution to the wind and do what you got to do. There's not really a game plan, in store for a guy such as Hayden Hidlay.
Wolfpack choice,
So look at both takedowns, 4-1 the lead for Hayden Hidlay through the first period of action.
Chooses bottom. Nate Dugan for
Dugan,
Tigers on top, 2 minutes.
they get one escape. He's going to start out on top and quickly to his feet. Took all but a split second for Hayden Hidlay, and he quickly breaks the release, makes it 5-1.
Yeah, quickly up and out, hitting a stand-up. Here's Hayden Hidlay. And you don't really see a lot of guys hitting stand-ups off the whistle too much anymore. A lot of guys maybe want to fish for hands, want to hit a Granby, take their time a little bit. Hidlay straight up and out, really showing the power in those legs and hips, and he's out for one and taking that 5-1 lead and continuing to put pressure on Dugan.
Dugan trying to keep Hidlay off balance and does just that. So now he has to try to fend off the new form of offense from Hidlay.
Another shot there by Hidlay, looking for a spin behind his Dugan. Nothing doing. We're back up to our feet. And as I said, we haven't seen Hidlay go to that underhook. We'll probably see his brother Trent go to it a little bit more than Hayden. But Hayden really was forced to open up his offense after that year where he really decimated the field and had guys on their heels where he was digging that underhook and hitting high crotches and hitting a lot of shots off of it. he had to, figure it out from spaces. You see him here back on a reattack, right with a takedown. Very nice reattack there by Hidlay, looking to ball him up and get a couple points on a tilt.
It's now a 7-1 lead for Hayden Hidlay. It could be younger brother Trent coming up next at 184. Princeton has Travis Stefanik waiting up on deck.
30 seconds.
And then 197 to close things out, where the Tigers know they'll have Aiden Connor, who's trying to fill the big shoes of Patrick Bruckey, who had a fantastic career at 197 with the Tigers. And for NC State, they have two probables at 197 between Isaac Trumbull and Jacob Ferreira.
10
so
seconds.
heading towards the end of our dual meet, but still action here, looking for back points, and Hayden Hidlay gets 4.
Yeah, full allotment coming off that tilt that Hidlay's been working on and looking for. 11-1 going into the third. Choice will go to Dugan.
Third period choice.
He's going to start on their feet. Hidlay already waiting for him back on the line.
2-minute third period.
Now I'm wondering for the fans at home, when they see Hidlay, do they think just about a year ago he was at 157?
Yeah,
With how he
for
felt?
sure. For sure you
It's
do.
just-
And you try and see how he's doing with that transition up into a weight class. I'm sure him and his brother Trent never truly stopped working out together despite the weight differential. Obviously now they're a little bit closer, but it doesn't look like he's missed any meals. He's really filled out at 174. As you see, the extremely strong legs from Hayden Hidlay, and he's doing very well here. He's looked very well this entire season so far, and continuing to put pressure on and shooting lefty high crotches here. Now coming back with a head inside to the opposite side, looking for this crackdown, hooking that leg around both ankles, and he's going to score on another takedown here as Hidlay. So I love that he's really opened up his offense. I know I've said it a couple times, but he was looking lefty high crotch, came back with a head inside to the opposite side to score on another takedown.
I was wondering if Hidlay might try for a quick release and then go for more takedowns, and he'll do just that now.
Yeah, with riding time already in his favor, he's going to opt to really put a little bit more pressure on, and there's the stall warning on Dugan.
I think Hidlay might try for that tech fall. Again, need that 15-point advantage to earn the 5 points for NC State.
There's that old faithful underhook here coming from Hidlay as he takes a peek at the clock, sees how much time he's got to work. Another shot. There's the second stall warning. He's going to get 1 point on the board for Hayden Hidlay. 14-2. Now our score with 31 seconds left, and Hidlay continuing to put pressure on.
Just needs one takedown, essentially. Even though that next takedown would put him up 14, you have the riding time point in the books.
Ooh, nice little ankle pick off the whistle coming from Hidlay. He has to transition off to a head inside to the opposite side as Dugan was able to kind of fight that off. Wizard position here from Dugan. Hidlay behind the knee. Limp arm out, down to the ankles, and there's 2 more for Hidlay with just 9 seconds left.
So he will indeed, as long as Dugan doesn't get the escape, earn the tech fall. 17-2. Ending up being the score. So you kind of get that full-time 5 points as opposed to the match coming to a stop. But in the end, Hayden Hidlay, he's continuing at 174 to look strong. He's 6-0 at the weight class, and brother Trent likely to come when we return against Travis Stefanik. We have 2 more